Hello Leo, and welcome to my channel Green Lion Goddess Tarot. This is your monthly reading for April, and we start off the month in Fiery Aries season, so that should be a good energy for you. We have Ace of Feathers, mental clarity and foundation. This is the Ace of Swords. So yeah, I think ultimately, I think a lot of things are going to be clear inside your mind here. It's about, I feel like you're starting something new, or you're seeing a new reality, or a new frontier is the word that's been given to me, new frontiers. And it's a sense of starting this with the clarity, with the vision is going to be so, so important, Leo. And so what's getting clear inside your mind at this moment in time, and it might actually feel a little bit jumbled up, but there is the clarity there on a certain frequency. So when you get to that frequency, I think by the time you hit April, it'll be like, okay, I'm clear. I know there's a knowing that comes in with this. Okay, about a future direction. So, wow. Okay, great way to start the month of April. And like I said, Aries is a fire sign. It should be very compatible with being another fire sign. The sun, your planetary ruler, is exalted in Aries. So usually Aries season, depending on your own personal planets, should be a pretty good activated time for you, Leo. So let's see. We do move into Taurus a little bit later in the month, but let's see what's shifting and changing for you. Pentacle 5, Venus, Taurus. Okay, interesting. So Venus is traveling through Taurus, one of her home signs at this moment in time. And this is where Venus in Taurus is where something has not been, there's been a struggle, or there's been conflict on the material realm with this 5 of Pentacles. And Venus is coming in saying, I want to make it easier for you. Let's shift and change something. Let's make an adjustment. So where you're going, what it is that's happening for you on the material realm, that's this clarity that comes through. Really, really crystal clear with that Ace of Feathers. So yeah, this is very much to do with where you're living, say living spaces, your place on the earth. Why are you here? It can be asking some of these bigger questions that are coming through, because we do have Pluto moving into your opposite sign, Aquarius. So it would be in Aquarius at that time, and maybe asking some of these bigger picture energies. Like I said, you might have this real sense that something's very slowly transforming, but you can't quite put your finger on what that is, but you've been noticing some changes. And so this is where the 5 of Pentacles is where people are making some big life changes, like I don't want to be living here anymore, or I want to change the way I'm working with my money. Perhaps I need something new coming in with my work or my career, or financially for me. Perhaps something hasn't been working or felt like it was lacking. The 5 of Pentacles can be debt as well. Perhaps there's some sort of clear strategy or plan or contract that comes in around that with the 5 of Pentacles. And that can also be your health. So Venus in Taurus is kind of wanting to help you, and there's the clarity that's coming through. So at least make something a little bit easier for you. So we have the 9 of Cups. We're looking at something that is very fulfilling, crossed by the King of Swords. Interesting. So at first, I think it's a case of it may be it's very rational energy here about some of the decisions that you're making. So the King of Swords is the Aquarius energy that's bringing you clarity from a higher consciousness, but it's a matter of what do you do with that information? What do you do with that clarity? Do you make a decision? Or is this something that feels like, okay, this feels like too big a change? This is, like I said, the card of Aquarius. You might feel like you're being blocked by an Aquarius, but it could also just be, it's like a future idea of the future. Like it's requiring a little bit of perhaps somebody with some fixed ideas, or this might be you overcoming some fixed ideas of how things are. And there's new ways of thinking with this Ace of Feathers, which is interesting. So Leo, just wanted to let you know that this reading is for Leo, Sun, Moon and Rising. Always recommend that you watch all 3 of your placements if you know where they are, because it gives you a fuller picture, a more holistic view of what's going on for you. And this is a general reading. Leo, just take what feels right and leave the rest. Trust your beautiful intuition. Just getting the right frequency into these cards to get you the right reading. Ooh, Okay, Ace of Pentacles and the Empress coming through. Lots of Venus and Taurus kind of energy, earthy energy coming through. So very nice. And yeah, this is a general reading. Leo, just take what feels right, leave the rest, trust your intuition. And if it does really resonate, there will be an extended reading. And the link for that is in the description box below. You can buy that either individually, or if you're interested in joining my beautiful Patreon community that we are building at this moment in time, you have access to all the extended readings there. So love if you check that out. The link for the Patreon is in the description box below, and the link to the extended reading. I'll talk about that a little bit later on. What's going on with this frequency? It's kind of like we had this clarity at the very start, and I'm just waiting to get the very right cards coming through here for you, Leo. But yeah, we've got the Empress at the base. So that is very much a sense that you might be... I feel like there's financial opportunities or opportunities on the earthly material realm for you with this Ace of Pentacles. So it's kind of like a new path is opening up. And yeah, the Empress, interestingly, you got the Eight of Swords, overcoming limitations, the Four of Swords. So it's all about what's going on inside your mind, the Ten of Cups. So you're really happy. So you might really notice, or have been noticing of late, that your belief systems are getting a huge kind of shift and clean out. Here you are, the King of Wands, coming in at this moment, or a deep questioning of that coming through. So that's something that can come in. I think you're taking something upon yourself here, Eight of Swords. So yeah, this is where you're lifting up and out of limited forms of thinking and sort of going, right, I'm doing something my way. And potentially happy to take responsibility for that, for my own independence, for doing things my way. So it all comes down to this, the Nine of Cups. What brings you fulfillment? What brings you happiness? Because it might even feel a little bit like things are starting to line up with this Nine of Cups. With these nice energies around the Ace of Pentacles and the Empress, it might have this sense of there's some nice things coming your way, like healing opportunities, abundant opportunities coming your way, and might be this sense of opening up to those new energies, whether it's just there's someone around that's kind of different to people that you've experienced before, and you can open up to them a little bit more, heal around them, or whether this is like you're understanding that you're starting to respond to your community in a different way, or to your work friends in a different way, or where you're living. It's just this sense of something big feels like it's shifting and changing in the material realm. And it's kind of like, okay, the universe might be bringing you some things to help with that change, to make it feel like, okay, I want to bring in some abundance. And so the Nine of Cups is pretty happy and fulfilled because things are starting to line up, but also because of the work that you've put in already. And it might not even feel strangely like you've done the work. It kind of might feel like, but I have, but it feels so intangible, and it feels like something that it's hard to put your finger on. But I feel like I've been putting in a lot of work energetically or spiritually. But if you ask me what that was, perhaps it would be hard for me to express what that is. So it almost feels like you're being rewarded for work that you've put in, but it's kind of like part of you is like, might be like, I don't understand why, but I'm happy to open to receive this if it's coming through. Crossed by the King of Swords, which is your rational mind. That's the sort of thing, is it's kind of like, okay, my rational mind is still trying to process this, understand this, and I feel like I'm sort of changing my ideas or belief systems about something, about what I'm capable of, or what life is and what's possible. So it could be around so many different things, but there's this big shift of what's going on inside your mind. So, and that is having an effect on the material realm here, because we have in your conscious mind the Ace of Pentacles, and this crowned by the Five of Pentacles, and Venus is here with the Empress here. You can see the glyph on the chair there. It's that's the glyph of Venus. So Venus rules love, Venus rules money. And it really feels like there's a lot of clarity. You're building some good, like I want to build some good foundations in that area. So the Five of Pentacles is showing you where things are not working for you or aren't feeling right in some way, shape or form. And so this is where you're like, well, the Ace of Pentacles in your conscious mind, there's something new coming in. So this is a new cycle or a new job or a new project you're working on with your work, a new place to live, a new idea that could be making money, a new product. It's just a new opportunity is coming in, a new way of working with your health. So this Ace of Pentacles is the new path is opening up, and it's asking you to nurture it and look after it, because it really feels like this is a gift from the universe here with the Ace of Pentacles, which is really nice. Like it's like be open to receive this. And that's what the Empress is also saying as well at the base, because the Empress is saying it's time. This is what's happening deep inside of you, and this is abundance. There's something that has a seed that has been growing, or you are... Okay, so a couple of things here. They're showing me 2 seeds. So one has been growing for a while deep inside of you, and this is that sort of intangible thing that I feel like you're reaping the rewards and getting the benefits of something now that you planted a long time ago. The Empress is that it's like reaping the harvest here. So something that is feeling very rewarding, pleasurable, enjoyable. It's a really, really nice energy. The Empress rules love, abundance. She can rule money as well. But then it's saying that deep inside of you, this is a very fertile space for you at this moment, because you're creating a new reality by shifting some of your thoughts and belief systems. And so this is a great time to be planting new seeds, as in the Ace of Pentacles. So it's kind of like you may have gone through a very long journey with the very first seed that you planted a long time ago. I mean, it could have been 10, 20, 30 years ago. And then suddenly it's like I'm starting to see the fruition of that big, long cycle that perhaps it felt like at the time, why am I going through this? It could have felt like a really, really difficult time or periods of it. And then it's sort of like that cycle is ending now, and you're starting to go, okay, now I fully understand the fruits of my labor. So, and all the work that I've put in. So it does feel like there's these beautiful kind of, rewards coming to you, Leo. We have in the past the moon. So this is where things haven't been clear with the moon. This is where there's something underlying there that hasn't been clear or confusing that needs to be cleared up. And the moon can represent your subconscious or your intuition. So perhaps a lot of things have been coming up into your consciousness here, because it's coming into from the moon into the Ace of Feathers, which is the Ace of Swords. So you're becoming very consciously aware of something. Something's becoming crystal clear. So the moon can represent your relationship to home. It can represent mother as well. So perhaps there's just been some kind of quite archetypal big things that you've been working through, but ultimately it's almost like there's just been a lot coming up. And so in the near future we have the Four of Swords, which is the card of processing. There's a lot of clarity that is coming through here, and this is where it's actually asking you to step into an empowered space, because we can see inside your mind those 3 swords that represent a wounded space have been laid to rest to the side for the moment, while you're making sense of something, while you're processing something, while you're understanding the narrative, the story of your life, the stories, the information that's been coming to you. And it's like, I'm having a big, deep think about this. And this could represent a huge mindset shift that's coming in here, and understanding how you've perhaps been blind to energies, how you've built a cage around yourself with your thoughts, how limited beliefs have been restricting you, or other people's limited perception or beliefs of you, and you're kind of breaking free of that, Leo. That's the thing. So, and that's quite an amazing, I think you're going to be happy with this, because you're turning up as the 10 of Cups. Happiness. Happy that you're seeing these rewards, happy that you're seeing things clearly, happy that you're able to process some old energies, old belief systems, and happy that you're breaking free here with the 10 of Cups. And perhaps some of these things, that these major cycles are ending, and there's this kind of energy here with the Ace of Pentacles and the Empress, which I really love actually for you, Leo. It's a sense of reaping the rewards, like I said, of a very long older cycle. That's what I'm really feeling here. but it's bringing you happiness, showing you the cycles of happiness. So, yeah, you can go through periods where you don't feel happy, but at the end, the completion of the cycle, that's where you can start getting the understanding that's coming in, the clarity. So, yeah, you're going to be happy here with the 10 of Cups, which is really nice. So not only just happy, but understanding a longer term happiness that can come in. So that's nice. So there's kind of like a depth to the understanding that you're feeling on a different level. So yeah, really nice. And then we've got the King of Wands, the energy around you. This is Aries energy, the King of Fire. This could be other Leos or Sagittariuses as well. Could be a fire sign, but this could just be you as well. But the King of Wands is somebody who's very passionate, somebody who's being a leader, somebody who's inspiring, somebody who's motivated, who's getting what they want, who's acting on their passions. And so this is somebody that potentially you could be like, okay, this might be you. But if it's not you, they're saying you have these qualities inside of you as well. So the King of Wands is Aries energy around you. Might be noticing Aries because we're in Aries season. There's a lot of Taurus and Aries in this reading at this moment in time. So I think you're going to be working with those energies well. And yeah, this King of Wands, there could quite literally be an Aries around, somebody that might jump into things straight away and say, look, there's an opportunity here and I just want to jump straight in. And yeah, I mean, Jupiter is still going to be in Aries at this moment in time. So it really is a sense of perhaps there's just opportunities around that you're kind of trusting your instinct and going for things. So hopes and fears, we have the Magician, and this is willing things into creation. This is kind of working your magic, getting really inspired. You can see the little infinity symbol above the Magician's head, because the Magician's always about conscious thought, what you're consciously becoming aware of now. And then this is unlimited possibilities that are coming in. It's opening your mind. It's the opposite of the Eight of Swords. So it's kind of like you're consciously becoming aware of things different, perhaps things on a different realm or different consciousness, or just what's going on inside your mind, but you're becoming very consciously aware that there's resources around that you can use. One of those resources is your own mind that's coming through here, that you can open something up to these infinite possibilities here, to greater possibilities. So yeah, the Magician is really working out how as well, working with resources and going, right, I've got these resources. How am I going to bring about the change that I need from this Pentacle 5 and overcome limitations? So yeah, it really feels like, you've got a magic wand. You've got this really potent energy to manifest what it is that you want, but it's kind of like being very clear, especially inside of yourself, but also putting that out into the quantum realm. So it's kind of like the recipe for very potent manifestation. And then we've got the 10 of Wands and the 9 of Pentacles. And this is almost like letting go of some heavy energies that you might have been carrying around, heavy burdens, responsibilities, understanding what you're responsible for and taking responsibility for that, and letting go of the other things that are not yours, that you might have taken on. And these can be things like guilt, or feeling responsible for somebody else's happiness, or just taking on too much work. Whatever it is, it's kind of like, because the 9 of Pentacles is very independent, fancy-free. It's got all its pentacles around. It's a card of abundance again. Both the 9 of Pentacles and the Empress are the two cards that represent a lot of abundance that's coming through. The 9 of Pentacles is something that is a little bit more in your everyday life. So your every ordinary routines, daily routines, something that could come in every day. And so the 9 of Pentacles is sometimes feeling happy within your own skin, happy with what you've got at this moment in time. You've got 9 pentacles around, which is really fantastic. So it's like reaping the harvest again, reaping the rewards. There's some good things coming in and enjoying this. This is for you. And so there might be something really fantastic coming in the material realm that you can manifest that can help you overcome some of these limitations around you, whether it's been whatever that thing is with the Pentacle 5 that you've been struggling with, whether it's something to do with your health, money, home, whatever it is. And so the 10 of Wands is saying, that you're taking responsibility for your own energy, for your own journey here, for yourself. And perhaps there's a sense of dedicating yourself to this journey. There's a sense of understanding that you've reached a level of success with it. Perhaps you're manifesting. It starts off as the Ace of Pentacles. The Empress comes in and goes, hey, I'm going to give you 9 Pentacles. Hey, so it really is a really lovely energy to come through with this 9 of Pentacles. So I feel like it's kind of like you might be saying no to some burdens or responsibilities, some heavy things that you've been carrying around with that 10 of Wands, things that don't motivate you or inspire you anymore, because the Ace of Wands has got the King of Wands has got the Ace of Pentacles. So the King of Wands is saying, I've got this new opportunity, this new cycle that's starting, and so I don't want to be carrying too many heavy things around so that I can step into this and be feeling good about it. So here you are. This is the main energy, the 8 of Swords. This character is blindfolded. They're bound. They're through their thoughts, what's going on inside their mind with these swords. But interestingly, it's like I said, it's the cage that we build around ourselves, or we allow other people's opinions to affect us in some way, shape or form. And this character, the binds are pretty loosely bound around this person. So it very much, they could break free at any time. And that's exactly what you're doing. You're breaking free and you're setting a new mental foundation and taking responsibility for your own energy and understanding that you can manifest something really amazing here with this opportunity that's in front of you. So yeah, it's kind of a very, like I said, very empowering energy to come through if you can work with it, Leo. So let's pull an affirmation card. It says, I am worth loving, beautiful. Because at the base of a lot of like the Empress energy and the Venus in Taurus can be where you're feeling unworthy or something's not feeling valuable. So it says, I do not have to earn love. I am lovable because I exist. Others reflect the love I have for myself. And I feel like, again, that there's some sort of really positive validation or affirmation coming to you at this moment, Leo, which is really nice and really helping you kind of heal something on a deeper level and understanding, sort of almost like the nature of reality, about how you are in charge and your thoughts create your reality. So what is the reality you're wanting to manifest at this moment in time? So let's see. And I think this is a lot to do with the Pluto in Aquarius, because Aquarius is your higher mind. It's a rational mind. It's, the Aquarius energy wants to think outside the box. It can get very stuck in some fixed beliefs, but it's also can be very progressive. And so Pluto potentially is kind of saying, hey, there's a new way that you can be working with this. And here we have the beautiful moth, which I also read as a butterfly. I read this one as both for your charm. So the moth travels to the light, the clarity that comes in with this Ace of Feathers. When I'm tuning into this Ace of Feathers energy, it just feels like a bright white light, very high vibrational. It's like, whoa, okay, now I see, now I know. And so the moth, you might have these moments of illumination or clarity that come through. And it's like, might feel like a download. It might just be like a knowing. It's just like, whoa, okay, I see now. But also it represents transformation. Speaking about Pluto, it is the planet of transformation, because butterflies represent transformation. They've been in the cocoon for a long time. And this is the cycle, the old cycle that they're showing me here, that I get like, 20, 30 years, like it's a long, long time, this cycle. And so this could potentially be Saturn we're talking about here, but it's a longer cycle, whatever it is. And it's like that part of you throughout that cycle has been in the cocoon, learning a whole heap of things, experiencing things, both good, bad, magnificent, wonderful, terrible, all at once. And it's like, now you're ready to come out and be the magnificent butterfly. There's a part of you that is like, right, I'm no longer being in the cocoon. I'm ready to come out into the world and ready to fly, which is really, really beautiful. And that's this sense of reaping the harvest. And the butterfly wants to be free. It wants to be light. It's the element of air. So again, it's to do with what's going on inside your mind. But that's what they're showing me, this 9 of Pentacles, this is freedom, but it has to feel right. It has to feel light. And so the 9 of Pentacles can be financial freedom. It can be independence. It's just so many things. But I get this sense of this thing that's been deep inside of you cocooning is ready to come out and be shown and seen in the world and validated in the world. So the universe is supporting that at this moment in time, Leo, and it can be, again, a very deeply fulfilling and rewarding journey. And that's why we have as the main card the Nine of Cups. So, wow, amazing, Leo. It really is. And I just get this, they keep showing me these beautiful butterfly wings is what I was kind of like here in front of my mind now. So it's like, whoa, find your wings. They're going to be unique to you, because there's a lot of finding the balance between Leo and Aquarius energy here. What's going on inside of you in terms of your heart, your self-expression, your mind. And then also the Aquarius energy is your mind, the collective. What's out there that's ready to be kind of validated and understood and can help the collective energy as well. So, yeah, just there's something of great beauty, and that's the word they keep showing me, because Venus and the Empress represent beauty as well. There's something very beautiful emerging here out of the cocoon. So, wow. And you're going to see this very clearly with this Ace of Feathers. So beautiful energy, Leo. I absolutely love it. It really feels like this has been a long time coming, a long time you've waited for this. And that's a sense of very deep fulfillment that's coming through with it. So yeah, that's it. I'm going to take it over to the extended reading now. We're going to see this sense of something amazing is blossoming in your world. It's like letting go of some old heavy energy that has been restricting you, and you're stepping into a freer, lighter energy. What's going to happen? We're using those wings. Something's transforming in your world. Where is this all going? We're going to look further into the future and perhaps deeper as well. Like we'll get some clarity and ask, clarification, although we do have the Ace of Feathers, so maybe we don't need a lot of clarification. But I feel like there's a great depth to this. That's the feeling I'm getting. So I'm feeling like it's not that it's not going to be clear. It's just there's layers upon layers upon layers, and there's a richness to it. It's like, oh, the deeper I could go into this, the more fulfilling and rewarding it could be. So I think that's what we're going to explore in the extended reading, plus also just kind of look in the near future, the future beyond. And we'll ask the best way to work with this energy. It is a very potent manifestation energy. There's a lot of things that have already come up in the reading, but we'll ask that in the extended reading as well. So love it if you come over. The link is in the description box below. Like I said, you can buy the extended reading individually, or you could check out the beautiful Patreon community that we are building. You have access to all the extendeds, all signs, so you could look for your sun, moon and rising, or you could cross-watch for somebody else. Plus there's a whole heap of other content there at this moment in time. So love it if you check that out as well. We always want more Leo energy in the world and in that beautiful group. So the link is in the description box below. And please like, subscribe, share, leave a comment, Leo. Love to read your comments. It helps with the growth of the channel. And take care.